Hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. Sorry, last week we couldn't do any video because the Radha was sick. I hope you are
Um,
getting better.
yeah, I'm a lot better. Oh, I'm 100% better. Um, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk real stuff today. Real stuff that now that you asked me about me, how I felt, let's just dive right into it. So, when we get into any sort of like when a mind takes over, or when there's okay, I'm gonna do two ways. So when there's fear, any sort of thoughts, stressful thoughts, body releases adrenaline, cortisol, and all of that, right? Okay, for us to do something. Okay, so that's the negative stress. And well, stress is actually good. You need that because it needs to. Stress is a stress response. It's a chemical that body releases, and we need that accordingly because then, if there's a real danger, you have the energy in your body to do something. Okay, so either to run away or to fight.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about doing a presentation, you have an exam or whatever, you need that adrenaline released in your body so you can actually get motivated to do things.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a good stress. So mine, so go back. So when that happens, when the mind is gone into that sympathetic nervous system, full blown, adrenaline's released.
Mm.
Okay. So what happens is when your brain and body working together, I'm going to release all this hormones so you can do something physically.
Mm.
Okay. Cool. At that point, it stops your digestive system and it stops your immune system and it stops your thinking. This is something I've been repeating a lot to people because people don't seem to get it.
Mm.
And it's really important that we need to know. It's very important because this just dictates your life, period, whatever's happening in your life, right?
Yeah.
So instant you think something and the word you speak, there's no ifs and buts, man.
Mm.
Today I'm going to be really real. No ifs and buts. When you put a focus on a thought, it releases a chemical. According to the chemical, is you're going to take the action, and according to the action is going to be a reality. Period. No other way. Okay, so now let's go back to me being sick. So I've actually been great, nothing, but your body sometimes needs to, the virus comes in your body and your immune system is supposed to fight it off, all of that. So sometimes you might feel, maybe I had a little bit of cold or something. That was
Mm.
like last year, but I haven't got sick. So when I went away, flight was like, we didn't sleep for 24 hours or more, right? And I already someone who doesn't, I just get proper restful sleep and
Mm.
that's it, right? So then the 4 days, my adrenaline, well, I was on a high adrenaline and it was good. I needed that because I wanted to enjoy every moment and I had fun that I've not had for I've had fun, but not that kind of fun
Mm.
of just being free and having fun and eating food and going to the beach and all of it, right? Just being silly with my friends and dancing and all of that. So I was on high on that, and then coming back, of course, again, the flight was so long, the jet lag, not even jet lag, but just the waiting and everything.
Mm.
And remember last when the episode I said I came in and got right back into everything.
Yes.
I was still on that high adrenaline.
Mm.
Okay. So now my immune system was not working.
What's
My immune system had shut down. It was like more than a week. I was on a high adrenaline.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
So now, for the first few days, everything was great. But of course, I was in person in school and people had flu.
Yeah. Especially with
I
the
was
weather
in,
changing. Yeah, every single
oh,
day is different.
it's going around
Crazy, yes,
really crazy.
crazy, crazy weather. Yeah.
So I was in the room with all sorts of funky stuff,
Yeah.
and it hit me. I had not felt this kind of sickness since I don't know, 10, 15 years ago.
Mm.
It was like that flu. I've had cold and stuff. Those symptoms, last time I felt those symptoms when I had the vaccination for COVID.
Oh.
Those symptoms, the achiness. But I realized it, I didn't fight it the minute, but it happened so quick. So I actually was working. I didn't realize till when I was at work, I'm like, oh man, uh-oh. Now I'm at work, so I can't really do nothing, right? To take care of myself. And it just went on a fast mode. But I didn't fight it. I'm like, okay. I knew, oh yeah, there you go. This is to just prove the point. How being on high adrenaline, and then now all of a sudden I got hit because my immune system wasn't working properly. It just proves that.
Yeah.
Because I did not fight, I'm like, okay, my body needed it. I needed to rest because if that did not happen, I would have been on gone. I was gonna go to my sister's. It was sunny weekend. I would have just been on that high of feeling good. It's a good thing, but you gotta balance, right? You
Yeah.
need to balance. But because I do all home remedy, minute I came back that day, I just full-fledged bought a whole bunch of stuff. This is all home stuff. I remember this is what my mom brought us on front with, like when we used to be sick. I did
Mhm.
miss my mom this time because I remember back those days when I used to be sick this way, she'd be there making these things for me, making the soup and whatever, but making this remedy. But anyways, I did that just 3 days. I kind of went through this whole process. I came out of it. Nothing, no cough, just a little bit here and there. And I fully healed
Oh, great.
myself because I didn't fight it. But the people who were around me who were sick still have it. And people have like ongoing cough and everything. Not me, because first of all, I didn't fight. I'm like, okay, yes, body, I know what happened. I'm glad I need to rest. And I gave it everything it needed. These are all herbal stuff. I had people saying take Neocertin. I'm like, those things are making it worse for me. It's like turmeric and ginger, and there's carom seeds. It's really powerful, and it really helps the inflammations in your body and everything else. I did all of that, rested, I'm back. So that was
Great.
one thing I wanted to prove.
Oh,
This
good.
thing, right? This thing you keep saying, what's going on here in your body is just the outcome. It's all linked, man.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody hears me when we talk about when we in that high stress response for too long, what's going on? What's going on? Also, my digestive system was out of kind of whack too. Same reason, right? But I had fun, no regrets, man, no regrets. So arrested, I'm good to go. Okay, now that we're done with me, Mariam.
Yes.
So I asked you how you doing because you had a little bit of incident. So
Yeah.
we
I'm
both kind
doing
of
good.
out. And the first thing you said to me, and then I said, "Hey, let's go on, let's turn this on and let's start talking." First thing you said to me, I wonder, and it was interesting because before that, the topic I was thinking, and I'm like, let's talk about that there's no accidents when people come into our lives, or there's patterns that we repeat over and over, or when we meet the same kind of people over and over, there's lessons to learn. So
Yeah.
I was already thinking of wanting to talk about lessons learning. And
Yeah.
you said to me, first, you didn't even know what I was going to say, and you
No.
said to me, I wonder what lesson I had to learn from
Yeah.
this.
From this accident. Unfortunately, I had the accident 2 weeks ago. Uh, but I don't know what the message from it.
Yeah, so that's what you said. So that's what Miriam said. I'm not sure what message. So I said to her, what were you thinking about? What was going through your head that I said, yes, this was not your fault because someone hit you from the back.
Yeah.
Because one of the things, if you're not in the present moment, so accidents are not just happening on an accident. Usually accidents happen, few things. One is when you're not in the present moment paying attention. And this could be any kind of accident, tripping, falling, or say if when you're driving and your mind is somewhere else, if there was someone about to hit you, you would be in the present moment, quickly be able to maneuver around. But in your case, someone from the back came and hit you. So
Mm.
that's when I said,
I
okay,
think, do you know, maybe about the stress because the ambulance siren is went up, and this lady maybe she was panic or something about this
oh,
siren.
that person will hit you.
Yeah,
Okay.
hit me, and she didn't even. She told me I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Because she was
Wow.
very panic, I think. A siren, it's very loud and never stopped, and everyone tried to make clear up the road for the ambulance to pass the intersection.
Oh, so there was an ambulance coming through and this
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's a
Okay.
big transportation truck, big one.
Um,
And
okay.
she told me I
But
didn't.
I'm glad that you're good, like especially if a truck hits you. So
Yeah,
physically,
yeah,
besides the neck and
yeah.
all
Even
that.
she was yelling. She is a fighting. I told her, what? Why you are yelling? Okay, you are good. I'm good. Be calm. I don't know. I didn't fight with her. Okay, even the damage in my car is big, not easy. But I don't know. Maybe because I am controlling, I releasing all my stuff every day. For that reason, I was very calm. She was like fighting in fight mode, and she yelling and she never even apologized, just yelling, I didn't see you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's screaming. Anyways, I told her, calm down. As soon me and you, we are good. We can solve the problem. Don't worry about it. But after when I came back home, I feel my neck and my shoulders. I'm
Okay.
now, I have a treatment.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like a whiplash, especially if you're
Yeah,
getting from the
whiplash.
back, right?
Good.
Okay. So now I said to you, what was going in your mind? What
Yeah.
was happening then or before? And you turned around and said, what?
I told you I had those feelings that something will happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I totally get it. And then what did I say? What would, when those feelings like that come up? Yes, but you're supposed to take
Release
those
it.
feelings. You're supposed to take those feelings as real because that's your inner GPS telling you you're out of balance, is what was going on.
Yes.
So you have had maybe some other stress that you were sort of disconnected from you.
Yes. I agree.
So
I
those
agree.
emotions were coming up saying, Miriam, here I am. See what happens when we don't go with our instinct? That's your gut instinct.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I didn't even know any of these things. So, I just thought, let's talk about it. But I'm glad because this is something is happening to everybody. We ignore our first, that intuition. Intuition is not a spiritual thing, man. I'm telling you guys, we're born with it. It's in our gut. And if we don't go with our intuition and with our gut instinct, this is when things go sideways. So when you have those feelings, don't feed into it like, oh my God, something's going to happen. Because a lot of times I used to do that back then when I did not know what was. I used to get this every time to a point I'd be sick to my stomach, literally sick to my stomach, because my intuition was screaming at me, but I was ignoring it. I used to ignore it. Now I don't ignore it. The minute I feel a certain way, I know my body signaling to me that you are out of balance. So I have to catch myself right away and come back here. So you had been a little bit out of balance. Something must have been going on where you had a little sort of disconnected and not in your body.
Yes, to be honest with you, you are absolutely right.
Yes, yes. And yes, this has happened. So now, because the first thing you said to me, I wonder what was the lesson I need to learn. So you tell us now that we've talked about it, what do you think was the lesson, Mariam?
To be at the present moment and never disconnect.
And if you do disconnect, it's okay. Those warnings are not for no reason. Instead of saying, "Oh my goodness, something's about to happen," okay, I'm out. I'm not here. Come back. Because if I don't, something will happen. So that was your lesson. Usually, it's so interesting. I love it. Thank you, universe, God, whoever, because that's exactly what I was going to talk about is lessons.
I get my lesson.
When we don't learn our
From my
lessons,
pain, from my pain.
bingo, bingo. So what I was going to talk about, you will repeat same patterns. Pain will come your way till you actually learn the lesson. Remember me, what I was telling you about beginning of the year, what I had gone through and the pain I experienced, that my lesson was to come back into my heart space, value me, love me, respect me, don't go there.
Mm,
And I was going there and not here,
yeah,
right? It's the same thing. Your lesson was not to disconnect. And then when something happens, when the pain comes your way, for example, mine wasn't really, well, actually was physical body pain I had not experienced ever, but it happened just 24 hours. But that pain was, okay, I got ya. I ate lots of sugary stuff. I was on a high adrenaline. I should have come back and rested, but I was just, I felt good. And it continued to put more sugar in me. So that was my lesson to learn. So since that day, I'm on like, yeah, in the weekend, hey, I'm going to still indulge, treat myself without feeling bad and guilty, right? But knowing that Monday to Friday, when I'm here to contribute and give to people, I need to take care of myself so I can continue to show up. So that was my lesson, and your lesson was to not disconnect from you.
yeah, I agree.
And when you disconnected, when you had those feelings, you should have honored those feelings.
Mm.
How does it feel knowing now what your lesson is? Even the pain. And I bet people are probably sitting there thinking, that woman is lost it. Because she's saying, even the pain, you have to ask what the lesson is. Yes,
Yeah, there is a message from everything in our life.
everything is happening for a reason. There's no accident. It needed to happen. Everything. Every person comes our way also was meant to happen.
Mm.
The ones who bring joy, the one who bring tears, they all were meant. The ones who brought tears is because the lessons you have not learned. The same, what I was going to talk about is why do we repeat the same patterns? Because we haven't learned it the first time.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone listening, if you've had the similar partners, especially intimate partners in your life, you have maybe separated or divorced, and then you met the similar kind of person, and then again and again. Uh-huh, it's not them.
You.
This case, this case, I'm not going to talk the book about. It's about, this is not about them.
Yeah.
In this case, it's about you.
Yes.
You gotta come back here and check in. What are the lessons you're not learning? And mine was I was looking for love outside. I had to come back. My lesson was to come back, me, value me, love me, respect me.
Love yourself, yes.
Then whatever I'm wanting from outside, I'm going to get. Period. So, lessons to be learned is what this episode was all about.
Yeah.
Yes, it's awful. You had to go through that pain. You're going through it. But now what's going to also happen, now you're going to actually really take care of your body, right? Now you're really going to give love to your body and to
Yes.
you. There you go. There you go. So this is just a reminder that when these things, when we disconnect, and the reason it happened this way is because you're already in the right path. So your soul's saying, hey, Mariam, you're there. All of those good, amazing things you've been asking for sitting right there. But you can only see it and get it if you stay in your heart.
Mm. You are right.
Yeah, yeah. That's the pain will come when we're about to get that all of those things we've asked for. That's a give and take, man.
Yeah.
You want all those amazing things, something's gonna give.
Yes.
So you have to get through the pain. You have to get through the lessons learned to get those gifts.
Thank God. I get
Yeah.
the message.
What was that?
I get the message. Thank God.
You got the message. Now you're going to take care of you. You're going to love you. You're going to respect yourself. And let's just send love to that person who was driving. So obviously she was full on disconnected.
Yeah, I know, I know. I never blame her because it's a
No, no, what I
reason.
mean
Yeah,
is hopefully, she's good. Hopefully she
she is
heals
good.
if
Yeah,
there's
I
any.
hope that. I'm not blaming her because the
Oh, yeah,
situation
no, no.
was very like
Yeah.
tough.
But at the same time, it would be nice to, yeah, like hopefully she learned something from this
I hope that.
and she feels better. So let's just send love to her. And again, to everybody too.
I remember you when somebody like in the fight mode. She was in the fight mode. I'm looking, oh my God, this is the fight mode. Rather than about it.
She always talks about fight and flight mode.
When I start
Yeah,
to speak with her like nicely,
calmly.
and she came down.
Okay. Awesome. Good. Good, good, good. Well, how interesting is this?
Yeah, thank God we have this awareness. Thank you, Radha.
Oh, huge, right? Marion, can you imagine if we did not have this conversation right now
Mm.
and you didn't catch yourself?
I told you there is a message, but I didn't get it yet.
And we're
Thank you,
supposed to
Radha.
meet. We're supposed to talk. And interesting how, so this is what everyone, I want to tell you, we're all connected.
Yes,
We're all
I
connected.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, we're all connected. So for me, right before, when I was getting ready, I'm like, okay, so those few things that came up, and I'm like, about patterns being created, lesson learning, and that's what was going in my head. I didn't expect you to say that.
Yeah, she start. Ah, no way.
Because usually people, if they get in an accident, I've had people say, are you trying to tell me that this happened? Because I'm like, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
No, I know, I know, I know.
Yeah, because because you have the
Yeah.
awareness.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah, you
awareness.
have
I
the
know
awareness.
something happened because I have to learn something. I didn't do it good. I know that.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
Well, yeah, exactly. So hopefully, not hopefully, you will heal, give yourself lots of love.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
anyone listening here, listening to all of this, please come back into your heart space.
Yeah.
Come back to the present moment. By the way, next session, episode, I want to talk about the present moment queen. I've declared myself that, and I'll tell you what.
Okay. It's nice.
And I'm going to make sure it's like copywritten because no one else is going to take that name. And I'll
Copyright
share.
for
And
Radha.
exactly. And even this just proves it, right? Coming to heart space and being in the present moment.
Yes.
This is huge. And that's why it was because I've heard so many of people coming and telling me that they say, oh my God, I could just hear you saying, come to present moment. And these are people that I've talked about all of this a year ago, and they've come and been sharing this with me recently. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to declare it. This is me. And I've started putting that in my Instagram, present moment queen,
The queen of a present moment.
queen of the present moment. Seriously, because this is the only way to be.
Yeah.
And you've just proven it yourself.
Yes. I know.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Radha. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
And I hope you get a great, great, great week. Thank you.
Yes, everyone, and Mariam, speedy recovery for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.